A lot of people that have done you wrong are about to get exactly what's coming to them. These people were selfish. They went as far as like isolating you, not supporting you, taking from you, and then leaving you out in the cold. Some of you leaving you out in the cold with children, affecting your livelihood, and affecting the people that you are even responsible for and taking care of. These are people that gave you some sort of fake offer. You know, they presented themselves as people that were solid, but what they didn't realize is that they really messed with the wrong one. Like, you're the type of person who has a lot of knowledge and wisdom, but this knowledge and wisdom came through a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, trials, and tribulations. With the Hierophant, it's like you were meant to be the person that creates karmic change in these people. You were the person that they were going to encounter that was going to teach them lessons that they're going to carry on for a lifetime. With the Five of Cups, these people may have caused you depression, pain, sorrow, misery. They caused you to grieve for a long period of time. Some of you were grieving for like years, 5 to 6 years, to where you were really imbalanced. And this was caused by people who basically wanted you for superficial reasons. They only wanted you for image, money, benefits, the things that came with knowing you or being associated with you. But what you don't know is that you have great surprises in store, and you need to keep going regardless of whatever's happening in your life. Continue pushing forward, and know that if this was a love interest, they simply saw you as a friends with benefits situation, and they tried to drag the situation on as long as they possibly could. One, because they were unable to see things clearly. They were unable to see what your worth is, and you were unable to see who they truly were until the mask fell off completely. These are people that I feel like you are no longer in contact with or in communication with, and they're going to want to talk to you when shit hits the fan on their end. And the same things that they took from you, the same selfishness that they showed you, is the same energy they're going to get from other people, because what you get, what you put out, is what you're going to get in return. That's what you're going to receive. And these people didn't know the laws of like karmic energy. And some of you are like, well, I've been watching them. I don't really see what you're talking about. Everything looks fine. Well, it's easy to manipulate perception on social media. And second of all, why are you still watching them, feeding them your energy at the end of the day? These are people that are going to face major judgment. This could be court issues, financial problems that involve legalities. These people may even go as far as like having to deal with their family members and friends, even passing away. Having to deal with a lot of loss and grief without true support around them. These are people that were just truly jealous of who you are, your essence, your power, your aura. These could have been people that, you know, were established, financially sound. And the thing is, if they're still in a good position of power, if they still have good jobs, people around them, they still have some sort of notoriety, it's easy for someone to think, okay, well, karmic law doesn't really exist. But how it works is that the universe will build you up just to snatch everything to the ground. Like, I've seen this happen time and time again, where blessings and opportunities and all these things fall on people that do wrong, and then as soon as they get to the top, the rug gets pulled right from under them, because how can you feel a sense of loss if you have nothing to lose in the first place? So all these things that were taken from you are going to be returned to you tenfold. The whole reason why they had all this animosity and energy towards you is because you're the truth. You're the seer, you're the light worker, you're the person that essentially goes into different environments and reveals true characters. And you force people to see like a reflection of themselves. And sometimes they try to gaslight you or even divert that energy towards you, but it's not you who's the problem, it's them. Some of these people even went as far as using spell work against you, because that's how much hatred and jealousy they had for who you are, like wanting to basically swap destinies with you, because they know with the world you're someone who's meant to do a lot of work, not just for the planet, but with the gifts and aspirations and things that you've learned in these connections. If you write books, if you find a way to monetize what you've been through, you can do a lot. You can get a lot of exposure. You can teach a lot of people how to get out of the same situation that it took you so long to get out of. And these people are going to be caught in a mental prison. It's one thing to be in a physical prison, but when your mind is essentially siphoned, you're going to be in these people's thoughts. They're going to be isolated thinking about you, whether they want to or not. They can go into new relationships, new connections. They can try to pretend like none of this ever happened, but they're still going to relive the things that they put you through over and over and over again. It's like a guilt cyclical cycle. They didn't like the way that you expressed yourself. They didn't like your truth. That's why they tried to silence you. And if this was a lover who possibly pushed you out and tried to, you know, choose other people over you, thought the grass was greener on the other side, they're going to be put in open relationship situations without even knowing, because some of you were dealing with very narcissistic people who were just unable to see the fault in their own ways. Like, they had been coddled since childhood. They were around a bunch of flying monkeys and people that just supported them for their own reasons, and they're going to be forced to work blood, sweat, and tears. Like, things that are important to them are going to be snatched away from them. Their households, they could work endlessly, but that money's just going to fall through. You know, bills are just going to come up unexpectedly. Despite however much money they make, there's always going to be an issue, a problem, something that comes up that puts them in a predicament where they will have no choice but to basically indulge in giving those funds away that they received. And it was forced for you to learn discernment. You basically you had to learn how to protect yourself. You had to learn who was worth your time and who wasn't. You had to learn how to guard your energy from people that are not worth it. And they essentially helped you get to this emperor energy where no one can really mess with you. Your shield, you have a very strong shield. It's very difficult to get through you. Like, the walls that people have to penetrate just to get into your heart now, it's very thick, and I feel like it's for a good reason, because if someone truly does want to be in your life, they're going to have to work